about to give them what they want.
Go Beastmode, dude.
I don't think they're ready for this, though. Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode.
What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers. And guys, you already know, head on down to tigerfitness.com and get your Pump Chaser subs, guys. We're doing a 20% off sale. You might want to hurry up and take advantage of that. 20% off sale at tigerfitness.com. Also, 20% off sale at Beastmode316.com, my online coaching site. I do online macro-based coaching. I have downloadable programs that are easy to follow with free video tutorials, one-time payment. You got a high-volume program with video tutorials, fat loss meal plans. Fuck with me. I even got this already legend tee featuring Sheriff New Bray. Yes, he paved the way. And here's a little preview right here, guys. This is my next design I'm coming out with. It should be out very soon. I'm bulking, bro. Look at that right there. As you can see in the word bro, I got a little picture of Bruno in there. Rest in peace to my boy Bruno, man. I really do miss him. So if you're interested in this, we're gonna have shirts and hoodies coming very soon. It's cutting season for a lot of people, but it's also bulking season too. And even if you're cutting, I still think this is a fun shirt. I'm bulking, bro. Be looking out for that. All right, fam. So let's get straight to business. It is New Year's resolution season. New Year's resolution season, and we already know there's gonna be a lot of people that stick with this shit, and there's gonna be a lot of people that just fall off, okay? And there's technically people who they just come in and out over the years. They just come in and out over the years, you know? For whatever reason, people fall off. The point I'm making is when people fall off of their fitness journey or whatever journey, it doesn't even have to be fitness related. Anything that requires you to step your fucking game up, anything at all, anything that requires you to step your game up, there's gonna be people that give up, and there's gonna be people that stick to it. And there's a reason why people don't stick to it, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit today. This might help someone. I could actually give you 5 reasons off the top of my head, but I don't wanna make this video too long. I'm gonna just give you 1. Okay, and if you guys enjoy it, comment below. We can do 2, 3, 4, 5. One thing we gotta understand, I've already said this many times, bodybuilding is backed by all, not some, all universal laws and principles. And one of the universal laws is all is mind. The universe is mental. And since all is mind, bodybuilding is no different. It is literally mental. When someone gives up, it's a mental reason. When someone stick to this shit, it's a mental reason. But we gotta keep in mind, there's a logical mind, and then there's the emotional. A lot of people tend to forget that. Just like in the universal law, there's a universal law of polarity. You have left and right. You have negative and positive. Notice in the gym, we have to have negative and positive reps. The mind is no different. You're gonna have negative and positive thoughts. So just like the mind, you can have negative and positive thoughts. You're gonna have logical and you're gonna have emotional. You're gonna have a logical mind and you're gonna have an emotional mind. You know, the logical mind just simply tracks the numbers. I look outside, it's raining, that's a fact. My logical mind tells me that. However, my emotional mind is already thinking about how I'm gonna feel when I go outside. How's the water gonna feel? I'm already anticipating having to drive slower. I'm already anticipating that traffic is gonna be a little slower because people tend to drive slower when it's raining. So I'm already dreading the day. My emotional mind is communicating with my logical mind. That's just one example of how the logical mind and the emotional mind works together as one unit. And this brings me to one of my points of the video. Like Leonardo da Vinci said, he said, study the arts, and that's what I did. The body is a work of art. That's a creation, by the way. He said study the arts. So you know what? I'm going to study the arts. Okay? Science is an art, by the way. We're going to check this out right here. Look on your screen. I'll put it on the screen for you. Okay? The heart literally sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Think about that for a minute. I'm going to say that one more time. The heart literally sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. See, your heart literally speaks to you guys. The heart literally speaks to you. Know how you got that dog whistle? You can't hear it, but they can hear that frequency? Your heart is literally going to play a tune that only you can hear. Notice in music, we have an instrument called the organ. Your organs literally play a tune within your body that only you can feel. Therefore, those feelings turn into sounds that only you can hear. See, so many people, they can't even hear their own heart speak. That's a whole other topic. Whole other topic. Stay on topic, Chris Jones. But the point I'm making is the heart speaks to us. And that's literally backed by science. See, I like using science. That way people can't fuck with you with their... People allow their feelings to get in the way of just soaking up the game. So you got to give them those hard facts first. Scientific fact right there. The heart literally sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. It literally says right here, the heart possesses a much more extensive communications. What is a communication system? I'm curious. Comment below, children. What is a communication system exactly? See, this is backed by science, right? It's also backed by that hippie shit too. Backed by that spiritual science. I'm gonna show you something right here. Let me show you something. Check this out right here. See, the heart is not only an organ, the heart is also a chakra. See, the heart has physical benefits. Obviously, it pumps blood throughout the whole body. That's a given, right? Pumps blood throughout the whole body. That's the physical benefits. But it also has a spiritual benefit, which is why it's able to speak to you. See, when you understand the body's an electrical system, and you understand how all the parts work, it gives you a little more awareness on a conscious level, a little more conscious awareness, okay? So the heart is not only just an organ, it's a chakra as well. It literally speaks to you. The heart, it speaks to you. It's backed by, you know what? You can just forget I got the Men in Black. Where that Men in Black pen at? You could just forget about the hippie shit and just stick to the science. The heart still speaks to you. I think it's cool that both these worlds, even though they're two different worlds, they're both saying the same thing. See, math is the universal language. That's an example of a common denominator. Even in the Bible, notice it says, as a man thinketh in his what? As a man thinketh in his what? His heart. But peep the game, fam. Just because it's your heart speaking to you doesn't mean it's working with you. Peep the game. Let me get to the point. Let me keep cooking, okay? I need this to stick now. Notice, if anybody's familiar with studying, people go to the pyramids and shit like that. How many people actually studied the Egyptians? Well, there's a book called the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And there's a scene in there where they're weighing the heart against the feather of Mayat. Now, peep the game. The heart must be light. That word has a double meaning. Notice light in weight, but light as in light like sunshine. Light like as in truth. That weight of that heart, the weight of that heart can't be heavy with a whole bunch of doubt. It can't be heavy with a whole bunch of insecurity. It can't be heavy with a whole bunch of laziness. It must be light. So the point I'm trying to make is, fam, the heart speaks to us. And one of the main reasons why people give up on their goals, whatever those goals may be, it don't even gotta be fitness related. Anything that requires you to be a better version of yourself, anything that requires you to be a little more disciplined, anything that requires you to get a little uncomfortable, some people ain't gonna be able to stick to it, and they give up for whatever reason. It's all in the mind. One of the main reasons why people give up is because their heart is working against them and not with them. And that is typically because they haven't committed 100%. You must commit 100%. Like in that Egyptian Book of the Dead, notice the weighing the heart. You cannot cheat this game. You might be able to pretend around your friends, put a character on for Instagram, but you cannot fake a true circumcision of the heart. That takes real inner work. You must commit. See, when you fully commit, the heart starts working with you, not so much against you. See, when you're half in, half out, this is what happens. Remember, the heart communicates with you. It's gonna put a doubt in your head. It's gonna put excuses. See, the heart doesn't just flood your body with blood. It's also a chakra. It can say things that might fuck around and shock you. It's a chakra. It might say things that might fuck around and shock you. It can say shit to you. It can flood you with excuses. Flood you with doubt. Flood you with insecurities. Remember, Leonardo says study the arts. And if you look at this Michelangelo picture, let's put it right here. This Michelangelo picture, look. You got Adam tapping in with the God consciousness, and look, if you look closely, look at all these heads that come with it. As they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Imagining you have to tame all these voices in your head every fucking day. How long could you keep this up? Battling these voices every fucking day. Peace within is a must. This is why I'm huge on meditation, which is a whole other topic for a whole other day. You're leaving the gates open. You must be fully committed. I'm not turning back. I'm not looking back. I'm all in. And that's one of the main reasons why so many people give up. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You have to fully commit. You cannot fake a heart transformation. You cannot fake a heart circumcision. Any weight in your heart, any excess weight will cause blockages, just like in the physical. Like Kylie Muscle said, you're going to get clogged up. Well, you don't want to get metaphysically, spiritually clogged up. You have to be fully committed. Anytime you're going to try some shit that requires you to be a little better, that requires you to be a little more disciplined, that requires you to step your game up, it's going to cause you to be uncomfortable. And the body typically, it seeks comfort. It likes to stay in homeostasis all across the board. It likes to stay balanced all across the board. It don't like being put in uncomfortable situations. It likes being comfortable. So if you're going to do something that's requiring you to step it up, fully commit. That way the heart can work with you. So for an example, right, don't want to talk too long. For an example, somebody's overweight. He's starting his diet. We already know he's overweight because he's lacking in discipline. He's not fully committed. He's about 70-30. He's just testing it out to see if he like it. We know a lot of people like that. So he's waking up and there's voices in his head like, why are you doing this? Man, women don't even like muscles anyway. Man, get your money up. Fuck this working out shit. Like, it's gonna constantly put those voices, and you're battling those voices every day. You're like, no, I'm gonna see this through. You're talking to your inner self. No, I'm gonna see this through. No, I'm gonna keep going. But guess what? It only takes one bad week. Maybe 1 week where you didn't lose any weight. Or 1 week where your schedule's a little tight and you gotta kind of, make time for the gym. You gotta squeeze your work. Working out is not as convenient this week. Or that week where you didn't prep your meals and you gotta eat out. And when you eat out, you gotta choose better options. See, when you're in inconvenient situations, those excuses are gonna start sounding good. But when you fully commit, I'm going 100% in. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm not stopping till I'm lean. Fuck the bullshit. That's when the heart is going to be giving you help. It's going to be helping you. The heart is going to start helping you because you're fully committed. It's going to work with you, not against you. Instead of excuses, it's going to come up with solutions. Okay, we gotta eat out this week. Okay, you can get chicken breast, steak, simple shit. You can get that anywhere. Get a potato, veggies. It's gonna give you ideas that make sense so you can stay on the path. But you can't be half-stepping. You gotta be all in. And like I said, you can pretend for whoever you want to pretend for, but this you can't cheat because the heart is literally connected with the universe. Literally. If you have a heartbeat that beats on its own, you're connected to the universal forces. That energy is coming from somewhere. You cannot cheat this game. I'm telling. If you don't take anything from this video, like I said, forget about the hippie shit. Stick to the science. The heart speaks to us. Stick to the facts. The heart speaks to us. If you want your heart working with you, you must fully commit. I'm not talking about 90-10. 95-5, I mean 100%. I'm all in. I am seeing this shit through no matter fucking what. That's the kind of commitment you gotta have within, and I'm telling you, the rest is gonna come to you. And anything you don't know, I'm telling you, seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive. This game is cold. I promise you that. Beastmode316.com. You already know. TigerFitness.com for the subs. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boy.
We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.